Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th edition. Join our various gaming groups as we play the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons. And maybe just hang out and chat about gaming in general. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
I would like to put a hypnotic pattern right in front of this feller, because his yelling stuff is annoying me.
Okay, so we need a saving throw. A wisdom saving throw. I don't think he's good at that.
I hope not.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't.
As
no,
he
he's not.
rolls a natural 1, and after he throws his pistol, he looks at the pretty swirly colors. As what does it look like when he totally acid trips out on your hypnotic pattern?
It's so my hypnotic pattern, I'm going to adjust the visual effects, if you don't mind, to be audible effects. He's actually hearing the music of angels and just staring up at the sky, waiting for his personal rapture.
Okay, now do me a favor. Draw that 30-foot cube, because that's a concentration spell, and are you maintaining it?
For now, yes.
Do me a favor and draw that cube, because that may, in fact, do some more things shortly.
Oh, well then. Let's see, I can 30 foot. Oh my goodness. That's bigger than I thought.
And yeah. Gunny's not a creature, so don't worry about Gunny. He's okay.
Yeah. I could actually, let's see. If I do it.
As you're trying to carefully aim.
Please hypnotize Callus. Please hypnotize him.
I think I can.
Yeah, 'cause that makes sense to do.
That doesn't. So you're outside of it, right, Callus? If I do that,
I don't know. I don't see where you're trying to draw it.
Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, I was drawing the boundaries for you there.
Let's see. Right, like that.
Hey, do you see the blue line I put?
Yeah.
I mean, you could back it up some.
Yeah, I could back it up some. Yeah. I want to get both doors.
Yeah. I mean, you do want to get both doors.
There we go. Like that.
Oh, God, dog it, but I told Getty to swipe at stuff.
That's fine.
He won't be hypnotized.
People might make saves.
He is Bob-matized.
Yeah.
Bob-matized.
He's just drooling. His mouth drops. He's just like, colors. His hand is swirling at the swirlies.
There we go. Okay. Now it's lingering.
And since he rolled a natural 1, don't worry about him. He's going to be busy for a while.
Nice. Okay.
Very fancy spell is this swirly color spray.
Yeah.
You guys are seeing his new spell. We will call that the deck pacifier.
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
but yeah,
Anything
stay
else?
out of the.
Don't go into the light. "30-foot cube is a big chunk of real estate."
It
Yep.
is. It's
I love it.
as far as I
Okay.
can move.
Okay, so Mia, what are you gonna do? I saw some measuring going on
Oh,
around.
yeah, I was doing the things. I'm gonna move up. Can I get here and not be on the plank like it looks like I can on the
You
map?
can?
Okay, so then I'm going to get there, and then I'm going to Misty Step because there is no way, and I'll get out. I'm going to try to callus that. So I'm going to.
If Callus fell off the planks, you're all gonna fall off the planks.
Well, it's only if
Exactly.
you stop on it. You're fine if you don't stop on it.
100% no. So my bonus action was the Misty Step there. My action, I am going to hold a shot for whatever comes out from this door.
From that door, you say. Okay, you whip your weapon around and
Yes.
you train it on the door as you're just like, I'm gonna shoot you, sucker. As our poor thug realizes he needs to reevaluate his life choices. He's going to spend half his maneuver to get up on his feet, and he is hobbling with his shot foot to go away. And he decides he's going to leave, and he drops the bandana off of his arm, signifying that he is running away, and he's deciding to find new employment choices.
You changed his life, Theo. You changed his life. Good job. Giving up the
Maybe
life
I
of
should
crime
have
now.
been a fishmonger's son. So we can just totally take the gang underboss off that list there because he's going to be bobmatized for quite a while. But
Yeah, in turns.
as that 19-1, let's see, let me scroll and see what my magic number was. Had that little magic number there. So it's 18-1 is now a 17-0. This door bursts open, and this door bursts open, and some more guys are coming up on deck. And
You
a
know
bunch
what?
of wisdom saving throws are needed. Now the question is Gunny going to swing on the first person they see? Yeah. You did say the
Yes,
first
because
person,
I
right?
didn't give him instructions on the first aggressive person. I said the first
I mean, no,
person.
they're
he
all
didn't
coming
know.
out aggressive. There's no doubt about that. There's no
Oh, okay.
passive. They're all
Okay,
coming
so
out
yes.
being in green. So I just wanted to make sure the first guy that comes walking out looking for trouble, seeing a steam jack that's not his own and comes running up and going, "Rah!" Go ahead and take
Yes.
your attack of opportunity for Gunny.
Great axe.
Oh, so people came out? Nice.
People totally came out.
Okay.
Does the 17 hit the people's?
Yes, 17 easily cleaves into the first people's. Roll high, is all I gotta say.
9 points of damage?
Not high enough.
Figures.
As he smashes down on a pirate with a cutlass, and the guy goes, "Ah!"
So whoever's coming out, doing that.
Okay, well, first I gotta
Nice.
Gotta scroll up and do some hypnotic pattern saves.
Yeah.
And I gotta try to target
Yeah.
around
Amazing.
somebody's.
Yeah, but this is pretty much an attack of opportunity. So as soon as they step out, I'm shooting the first person.
Oh.
I got a slew of saving throws to make real quick.
Hmm.
So first, my Sea Dog Pirates. And go ahead and make your shot there, Callus.
Okay.
It'll give you something to do while I'm doing my wisdom saving throws. Holy crap.
Wow.
They're
Wow.
making
Pretty
saving
wise
throws
crew
left
they
and right.
got.
Wow.
There we go. We found the weaker ones of the group. A little swirly with the lightning bolts is the mesmerized ones, by the way.
I'm winning the bet.
I know, Boo. Dang. Which it would only be fair that you get the hat.
Yeah.
And you shoot the guy for 13 points of damage. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yep.
He is still alive. If you get him with a good shot, he is full, but he is still alive. Yep, barely, but still alive. Okay, and that was just these sailors that came running out that half of them didn't make their save. Look up at the pretty patterns and just go, swirly. Then comes the person that came out of the captain's quarters. Dirty 20. Your fancy colors mean nothing.
Figures.
Whoever I was shooting would have been one of the captain's quarters people because I don't have angle on the other guys.
Well, the captain's person would have been the one over here on the other side of the pole.
Yeah. Well, they had to come out the door though, but yeah, I wouldn't have
They
been
were
one of
the
that
last
side.
ones to come out, if that helps.
Yeah. Now, if we need the hockey person to convince people to stand down, give up their captain, and they'll be treated well and paid better.
Yep.
Maybe they know you, Boom. Maybe they've heard of you, like you're a rock star, and they'll upgrade.
As they do that, Porthos the pirate. Oh my god. Oh my god. Really? Really? My freaking veteran mercenaries that, Callus probably recognizes from back in the war. They didn't make their freaking wisdom saving throws? Seriously?
That's too bad.
Okay. So a buttload of people come rushing out on deck. And half of them are looking at the swirly color of pattern in the air, and immediately kind of arms go slack, and they just look up, and they literally look like those owls from the Warriors of Gaul or whatever when they're looking at the moon, and they're just like,
Nice.
yeah, that's the one. And Callus pops off one shot.
Yep. Overwatch, great spell.
I will totally mark that's your wounded guy. And you should be able to see the swirlies on the ones that are incapacitated.
I just see a big blue. It's hard to see through the blue
I was going to say, you want to go ahead and drop your
Yeah.
blue there? I got the outline
Yeah.
for it, so we know what's going on. I know I was having
Sure.
difficulty adding people inside the blue.
There you go.
The colors. That's the problem. The swirly colors are so swirly. So, top of the order. Don't mind me rolling some initiative rolls while things are happening.
I'm moving forward.
Okay.
Can I see the people on deck? Or no?
From your down on the docks, they're pretty far in there, so it's going to be a disadvantage shot if you're going to take a shot. Because they are up above you.
Okay. Can I see
Railings.
this guy?
Which guy? That guy? You totally can see that guy's head sticking above a barrel, sticking above the gangplanks. So yes, it's disadvantage, but you could take the shot. He seems to be drooling on himself at the moment, if that affects things.
I'm gonna shoot him. Oh!
Ooh.
Yeah!
Damn.
A dirty 21. Okay. You hit him. If only you had that natural 20. You hit him for 8 points of damage, and immediately he is snapped out of his stupor that he's in. He was kind of
Yeah.
botmatized, but he is now alert to being shot as the bullet blows in one cheek and he spits out the bullet and blood out of his mouth as he clutches his face where you shot him and looks right at you with devil's eyes.
Oh yeah, because he just woke up from the thing and he knew it was me. I'm not even on the boat.
Now remember, Mia, this is a building, so it is in your way. Okay. Anything else you're doing, Theo? You moving closer, further, dropping to a Nyss so you don't get shot?
Well, I already did my movement, but yeah, I'll drop down.
Was that all of your movement?
Yeah, I did a full. I moved like 5.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I'm not short.
You're a full-size person, yes. You're not a...
Yeah, so...
You have 30 feet.
So I could go one more...
You could?
Yeah, dropping down.
Yeah, you should have 30 feet movement, unless you're a dwarf or
Yeah,
something.
and I only moved 25. Okay.
So you're just going to take a knee?
Yep. Take a knee.
Make it hard for anyone to shoot you. That way nobody can see you, hopefully, over the rails now. You're like, pop, and then take a knee. Okay, top of the order. Theo just went. Callus is in a target-rich environment. You see half of these guys are just swaying in the colors. What are you going to do?
Oh, which one's the captain?
You don't see anyone who looks like a captain to you, and they're not wearing any kind of formal uniforms.
Okay, so none of them rushing out look like they're important that I can tell.
If you would like to give me an insight check for your turn, I would totally tell you that.
Nah. So he's not mesmerized. I'm going to shoot the guy shot.
The guy up here is the most important looking one that you saw giving orders.
Yeah, but he's a drooling mess. So
He's worse than the ones that are down below.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot the guy I shot.
The wounded guy here,
Yeah.
more of a mercy
Of
killing.
course. Of course, I could run over next to him, and then they just think I'm part of them. But as I shoot him,
Are we going for the ones that aren't bobatized? Is that what we're doing?
yes, yes,
Perfectly.
leave the ones. Yep. All right, here we go. 25 hit.
A 25 will definitely hit.
All right. Like
As
13.
what does it look like when you execute him and he ends up in the barrel of water?
I pop him across the forehead and dips him back over.
Guy next to him looks, Steve, you killed Steve!
And I will sidestep over.
Hug the building for cover.
Yep.
Okay.
That'll do it. For the moment.
As immediately when Callus pops around the corner, pops that shot and dips around the corner, this smuggler here shouts at orders at her friends and says, "You push that barrel down the gangplank at the others. And you," as I check to see if he's got a gun, "shoot the barrel when it's rolling down to get rid of those boarders." Obviously, she is giving orders, you've noticed. Oh, wait, nobody's looking directly at her, so nobody really notices.
No, but hear a female voice.
And
Oh, I would know because if Gunny can see her, he can tell me.
I
He
can't
can
see her.
relay info. But Gunny can.
Huh? Who?
Gunny can see the woman
Oh, yeah.
yelling and saying stuff, and we're linked telepathically, so then I would know.
And she is totally pulling out her pistol and cutlass.
She looks to be the only female, so, I mean, I think we're easy enough.
And let me get a quick measurement here.
Shoot, Callus, go for Callus. Not good.
Their initiative is good, but not great. Why does that steamjack happen to be in the middle of their initiative?
You know what? I screwed up, but that's all right. They get 2 attacks, but it's all right.
And she's going to be all ballsy. She's going to come up here so she can see Callus.
Attack of opportunity?
Nope.
As soon as she moves out, she's getting, I got Overwatch, so.
But didn't you already use your reaction? No, you haven't.
I didn't take a reaction this round.
I know, that's why I said no, you haven't. Okay. So, you can use your reaction to shoot her if you want.
Yeah. We are going to do that.
Get her.
16.
16 will hit her.
Nice.
Yes.
That time we bumped it up a little bit.
17 damage. Ooh, that's not bad at all.
Oh, no, not at all. Finally. I mean,
Okay.
13's a good solid number. My favorite number,
Yep.
but but 17's better.
And she comes around that corner and you take that shot and you pop her good. But she looks
like,
right
shit.
at you dead in the eye like she knew you were there. That's why she was coming. She was hunting for you, buddy. As she raises her pistol and takes a shot back at you. Will a 13 hit you?
Negative.
Oh, that pisses her off. So she sneers and then proceeds to cut into Gunny with 2 cutlass attacks.
Ooh.
Will a 12 hit Gunny?
No. Hold on. I might be lying to you. I don't think so.
Well, then obviously
No,
an
it
8
does not
will
hit.
not hit.
12.
As she's hacking at Gunny,
Yeah.
and Gunny is defending himself with his, armor plating.
Now he was holding his action.
He
Oh,
took
he
his
already
action.
took that. Never mind. Sorry.
Yep.
Try to hurt Gunny.
Okay,
Rude.
that was her turn. That was not as cool and badass as she was supposed to have been.
No, it was
But
quite cool. I enjoyed the
here come
round.
her pirate folks. The guy with the gunshot to his face is going to totally grab that barrel and knock it over and start rolling it. Uh, uh, uh. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And he rolls a 1 and falls in instead.
Oh no, thankfully for the pirate, he has a crafty ability called Sea Rover.
Ooh.
He's got his sea legs. It was the whole reason I totally gave that plank an ability, because that way they could walk over it and you guys would have problems. And as he does that, this guy, this guy, this guy,
Oh,
yes? Yeah? There was an exciting
that's
noise?
just a lot of guys. That's a lot of guys.
One of those guys
That's all.
will give Gunny an attack of opportunity if he wants.
Fantastic. Of course he does. He loves those.
Okay, which one of the
Will
3
a
is he going to
16
hit?
hit?
Depends. Which one is he hitting?
So all 3 run past him?
All 3 run past. He only gets 1 attack of opportunity.
Okay, so just luck of the draw here. Let's go for this guy.
Okay, the very top one. Okay, that will definitely hit. For how much damage? 9 points. He is still alive. And all 3 of those guys are going to draw out their pistols. And they're going to aim at that barrel their buddy is rolling down the gangplank. And all 3 are going to shoot at the barrel. They just need a 10 or better. And they need to do a total of 12 points of damage for something to happen. Wow, I just realized that officer did not measure things correctly.
Uh-oh.
So the first one reaches out with his little pistol to shoot the barrel. Needs a 10 or better as he crack shots.
Wow.
Natural 20. Screw needing, 12 points of damage. He natural 20s that shit, doing exactly what they wanted to have happen. As he takes his shot after being smacked by Gunny, he looks at his buddy and says, "You've always been a friend of mine. Hopefully we don't both die." Shoots the barrel being rolled down the gangplank that explodes in this bluish green chemical gas that just blasts out in a horrible, if you've seen Arcane, you've seen the horrible smoke clouds, cloud of nastiness. Everyone within the green circle, which includes the 3 pirates ready to shoot over the gang rail, the
We don't
officer
see the
that's
green circle,
ordering.
Jim.
Oh, you don't see the green circle? Let me show you the
Oh.
green circle. Now, in fact, you see the green circle.
Ah.
And it does include Theo, who, by the way, is wearing a gas mask, so that should either give you an advantage or negate. I'm not sure which.
I am wearing my gas mask.
Boom's
So
a
what does your
pirate. He
gas
just holds
mask
his
do?
breath.
Well, the problem is Boom's
Yeah.
singing right now, so he inhales.
Oh,
Everyone in the gas cloud, do me a favor and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Yep.
Ooh, nice.
I considered in or out of it.
You were considered in it.
Good advantage because I'm at the edge.
You know, pretty good actually.
oh, the pirate captain's in it too.
Well, she's not the captain. She's just an officer.
Oh,
Everyone keeps assuming somebody giving orders is the captain.
the boss lady is in it.
Looks like Boom Howler rolled a beautiful 21. Theo, doesn't your gas mask do something for you?
Hold on.
I always thought it was just for looks.
Yeah.
I gotta roll me a bunch of saving throws.
Okay. Here we go. Creates an impermeable seal around the wearer's mouth and nose. The mask's breather is chemically treated fibers, allow clean air but prevent particles and alchemical substances from permeating the filter's membranes, thereby allowing the wearer to breathe in dangerous and outright caustic environments without fear of damaging lungs or windpipe. It's a bonus action to put it on or take it off. It suffers a -5 penalty to. It does. It affects my passive perception when I'm wearing it, though. But I am immune to inhaled toxins such as those produced by Stinking Cloud spell, replacement filters, and
Immune's nice.
I'm immune to caustic gases and other undesirable particles the wearer might breathe. But when I'm wearing it, my passive perception is dramatically reduced.
Yep. I mean,
because,
makes
of course,
sense.
you're wearing a gas mask.
Yeah.
So, oh my god. Her plan did not work as she intended. As Boom Howler makes his save, Theo completely ignores the gas cloud, going, "What? It's Tuesday." As this wounded guy here inhales after he blew up the barrel, and when he inhales, he starts coughing horribly. And, he's practically dropped to a knee as he is also poisoned. This one has taken 8 points of poison damage and is also poisoned. The officer herself has taken 8 more points in poison damage. She's not happy and poisoned. And Callus, please take 8 points of poison damage and be poisoned. As this works only in your favor, as they have poisoned themselves and not the people they really meant to. And remember, Callus, due to this chemical poison, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks while poisoned.
Alrighty then.
That's what they get for not being properly trained to handle these materials.
But you do still have your bardic inspiration.
I do.
And this
He's
last
pretty
but
Dexy,
not
right,
least,
Callus?
I'm sorry.
You're pretty Dexy, right?
Yeah.
normally.
Okay, good. Okay, great.
So, Mia, will a 13 hit Gunny as this guy tries to cutlass Gunny?
No.
As Gunny is getting chop, chop, chop and having no effect whatsoever. It is Gunny's turn.
Since the shot caller lady's right in front of him, he is going to use his action, and he's been marshaled, so he can get roll at advantage. He's going to use his great axe against her.
Oh dear. Okay. As she's going.
Will a
And she
19 hit her, hopefully?
A 19 will hit her. And she looks green around the gills. This could be
8
bad.
points of damage.
She tries to bring her cutlass up to protect her. She's coughing, and that axe is just biting down on her for 8 points of damage. As it blinks blood down her arm as he buries it into her upper shoulder. But she is still fighting on. As she's like, fight on! You fools! Why are you not fighting? As she looks at her colleagues that are just bobmatized. Is Gunny gonna move?
No, because if he moves, she gets an attack of opportunity. So he's gonna be in the thick of it.
Okay.
That is a lie. Gunny is going to. Nope. Yes. He's going to move. He's gonna move. Oh, I need to get him out of the way. He's going to book it over here.
So he's going to run away from her and the guy that stabbed at him, providing 2 attack of opportunities.
Yes.
First, the officer's going to take her attack of opportunity to cutlass him at disadvantage because she's poisoned. And obviously an 11 will not hit.
Correct.
And how far away did you move?
I thought I moved the 30 feet.
You did. Not too bad. That's too far. No, it's not a bad thing for you. It's a bad thing for me.
Oh.
As by the way, she's going to use her special reaction ability. Oh no, she can't. She just attacked of opportunity. So here comes the pirate's attack too. He's going to cutlass ya. As he swings, and he rolled the natural 1. Are you wanting him to accidentally hit the officer or the guy
100%.
mesmerized next to him? I'll give you the opportunity.
Oh, the officer. Sorry, the lady. The lady.
Oh my God.
Awake.
Oh my God. As he swung for Gunny, hit the officer, and killed her for 10 points of damage.
Nice.
And she looks at him of like, you son of a bitch, because they both went in for the stab. And she basically crossed his line of fire as the idiot stabbed her while she was poisoned and staggered into his blow. And she just looks at him and she grabs his cutlass, disarming him of his cutlass, and just gets him to look like, why, motherfucker? As she hits the ground. What a time for a natural 1 and to roll max fucking damage. As he kills his officer, and he's just like, I'm sorry. Worst attack of opportunity. So, Mia, what you gonna do?
Okay, so I have a great plan, guys.
Pardon me.
I am going to right here. Does it? I don't know. That's not doing it. Okay, right here. I can see that right from where I'm at.
See what?
The top of the stairs.
Okay. Yep, you can see the top of the stairwell.
Okay, I am going to throw electric blast here, and it is a 30-foot spear, and people have to make a dex saving throw. So, electric blast. If I remember right, and I'm doing it right. It should not hit Callus, barely, and not hit Gunny, barely, and hit everybody else.
Now, you do realize that will wake people up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But hopefully they'll fail, and they'll take 4d6 lightning damage. If not, they take
Okay.
half.
So what is your electric blast? Go ahead and click that ability so I know what I gotta say. I mean the actual spell.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Dex saving throw. Everybody's theirs. Everybody. That's why you moved him exactly that far. Interesting shot. You moved him just out of that 30 foot, didn't you? Look at you.
Oh, no, guys.
And Callus is just out of the range of it.
Well done.
Theo's not.
Shut your mouth. Oh, I was so close. God dog it.
I will actually give you, since you're blowing a blast up on the deck, that she's actually lower than them, so it will not hit her, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, mamma mia. Okay, so go ahead and it's 17 damage, right?
Yes.
Half,
Yes. Half if
half
they
on
save,
a
make
on
the
a
dex
save.
save.
Okay, I'm gonna start going around, starting here and going basically clockwise. So I just have to roll a bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 dex saving throws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as your blast goes off and the electric wave flows over the area. Oh, sweet Jesus. Death. Death. That guy was hanging on for 2 points of life. Death, regardless. Death.
No way Callus is winning. No way.
Death.
Oh!
Death. Takes the 17. And the two guys that might actually become badasses now, finally. Okay, they both fail, but they don't die.
So we're down to 2, 3.
What
Did
about
this
the
guy that was on
guy?
Did this guy, is he okay?
That guy is dead as well.
Oh, okay. So then there were 2 plus the bobified guy.
As all of a sudden we have a whole new game. What does your electric blast look like? As it sweeps across the fucking deck.
It is like really like almost like a snakes that kind of slither around, and they're dark green and they are kind of sparkly and they kind of slide in and around and then just like electrify like an eel. But they definitely have a snake connotation to them, since that's her thing.
As it sweeps across the deck, killing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people in its wake. The other folks that were mesmerized and the guy that was drooling himself get wafted with the electrical burns that leave horrible jagged scars up their faces and arms, but it knocks them out of their stupor. Immediately they're just like, ah! As they jolt with the electricity and completely snap to this new reality, which is the burnt stench of corpses and the green gas wafting everywhere. Oof. As that electric blast was pretty freaking ugly.
Thank you.
Okay. Is that it for you there, Mia?
My bonus action, I'll just martial gunny to strike true.
Okay. Boom howler. Green gas everywhere. It's making you look greenish blue. Oh wait, you're a troll.
So
Her electric
I'm
blast just like this dome of electric death raced across the ship.
okay. Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So I am going to double move to get up here.
Okay, you're just running up on the deck.
And as I board, I'm gonna yell out, "Captain on deck, stoke the fires, fire up the engine, prepare for launch. We're getting out of here."
Ooh. Give me a deception check for that. I like that. You're throwing the orders out like you're relaying the captain's orders.
Yep.
I'm liking that. That's a good tactic. You roll a beautiful 13. As immediately you hear some relays of your orders get shouted down, and then some other shouts happening that you're not quite recognizing because it's below decks, and an electric bomb just went off on the deck. But you do hear at least one or two people relaying your message of stoke the fires.
Nice.
And in a few brief seconds, you see one of the, exhaust tubes start to cough, cough, cough. A little soot, like someone is in fact doing exactly that.
Nice.
And that guy in the barrel totally fell off the plank. Okay. So what is Theo gonna do?
Well, so, okay, I'm going to have to come up on board just to see. So 1, 2.
Now remember, getting up from prone is half your movement.
Well, then I guess I'm going to do a double movement.
Okay?
Hold up. Why am I prone?
Because you took a knee to not be shot.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so then I'm just going to use my, do a double action just so I can get on board to see what's going on at this
as
point.
you can clearly see Callus is not doing well, but there's scorched bodies everywhere on the deck of this ship.
As a bonus action, is it possible for me to make him drink pour a restorative, alchemical restorative down his throat?
Do you have one of those?
Always.
Okay, and what
He
does
has
that
one
do?
too. Basically, it's rolling a hit dice, basically.
Did you want to do that, Callus? I know you're only down a smidge of points from the poison gas. And are you muted, Callus?
Sorry, I am muted. Huh. I didn't. The boom moved down. I couldn't see the light for the boom being muted. That's a D6, right?
It's a hit dice.
Whatever your.
It lets you spend a hit
die.
Yeah, it's like basically rolling a free hit die.
Right. My hit die is 8, so I think. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure. Yep. So a free hit dice roll. All right.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Well, not a free one. You're just spending one out of rest.
Out of turn action, right?
Yeah.
All right. 7. That will work.
Hey, got almost all your points back. As all of a sudden you look a little less green, but you're still poisoned. As it's funny, she's coughing, but she's the one wearing the gas mask.
She just walks up like a boss, like nothing, like do.
Gets off her knee, already has the jar in her hand, flicking it up, pops the cork, pours it in your gullet. So what is Callus gonna do? As you realize he is behind him, threw an electric bomb over your shoulder.
Yeah.
He's so impressed right now.
This
We're gonna
guy
step there.
looks like he's ready to do damage. This guy's ready to do some damage. You totally know from your military experience, these guys have the look of military veterans. And this guy is now out of his stupor.
Yep. So, I mean, magic, throwing big bombs. I mean, those don't count for shit. Anybody can throw magic and kill a bunch of people. The real skill is taking them out one at a time with precision. So, all right. So, first shot, I'm going to shoot this guy here.
Okay, remember you are still poisoned at disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's not the first time you were in the
You
trenches
do have
and breathed the bad gas.
13 hit.
Would you like to use your bardic inspiration before I answer?
You know what? What the hell? Let's go ahead and do that. Why not? I got it. Might as well use it since it's questionable. So D8, right?
Yep.
All right. How about a 17?
A 17 will hit him in his infantry armor. See how I phrase that?
Okay. Yep. All right.
He has already taken some damage from that electric ball. And then he took
9.
a little scratch from your bullets.
All right. Since that one didn't do enough, I'll shoot again.
Same target?
Yeah.
Okay.
They get 2 attacks now, or a while back, but.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
At 5th
boom,
level, I believe. And a 19
or 15?
hit. Or 15, yeah.
You said disadvantage, 15.
15, as your bullet reaches out to touch him. It goes, and in slow motion, you rub your eyes because the poison still burns them, and you see his armored plate on his infantry armor. The bullet hits it and goes ping right off.
Okay.
Now you know that bardic inspiration was for good use. As you have his undivided attention. And we can totally delete that initiative slot because they don't exist anymore. Okay. Gunny, I see you walking up the Little stairs there. What you gonna do?
He is now going to come on down and get right up here.
Are you gonna
And
steal Callus's target?
Well, of course, that's the way she operates. Magic, bombs, and kill steals.
Okay.
all I heard was jealous. So,
No, not at all.
yes.
Some have skills, some just recklessly blow things up.
Get things done. Got it. So I'm going to get things done.
Actually, that's a gunny kill, not your kill. So, sorry.
It's all right. I'm already like up by 8. So I guess I can let this one go.
Yeah, those don't count. So that's okay.
I'm going to use, Gunny's going to use his great axe and go at this guy. And he gets advantage. Oh, he doesn't really do it though. But.
Yeah.
Will a 22 hit or 24?
22
either one.
and a 24 will both hit. Oh man.
For 11 points of damage.
Oh man, I think it's there. What does it look like when Gunny kills him?
Oh, he does like the really cool, like he spins and swooshes it. He really leans into it because Callus has been over there talking mad nonsense. He swirls around and decapitates the guy.
Damn, it's all about the kill steals. Here you were softening the target up, and Gunny just comes over and steals the kill.
No biggie.
And if I remember right, that's 10. He's going to go ahead and he's going to finish his movement.
Oh, he's gonna
And he's
on
gonna
the other guy.
bippity boppity boop over to here.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Having a big damn steamjack steamroll up on you is very, very intimidating. As the guy is totally going to turn, he was going to shoot Callus, but instead pulls out his little Caspian blade.
That sounds fancy.
And looks over his shoulder and says, Garrick, you better tell the captain I worked for my coin. And he's going to try to shank Gunny there with his blade rather than try to shoot Callus.
You're welcome.
Will a 10 hit?
Nope.
As this blade sparks off of Gunny's armor. And he stabs again. Oh, Jesus. Will an 8?
He better not be scratching the paint job.
That's about all he's doing is flint and stone on Gunny, making sparks rise up as he's just, well, shit. Oh, shit.
Me as human thinking about the cost of fixing these scratches. Oh, don't run. You know you want to play.
He is going to provide you an attack of opportunity, Gunny.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Because he's going to proceed to, after he stabs, he's going to run this way.
Oh, I miss.
And Gunny rolls an 8, swooshing slow-mo with his axe as the guy ducks down with pure veteran finesse and proceeds to run this way, past the corpses,
into the fog,
up the stairs, and then dives off the boat.
Oh.
Does he take damage from the smoke?
Technically, no, that smoke is dissipated.
Okay.
Before he gets that far, he moved within my range of my weapon. basic range of my weapon within sight.
You're gonna use your super special Overwatch range attack of opportunity?
Well, yeah, why wouldn't you?
I mean, something else is coming.
That's true, but that's okay. I know he's running away, but, maybe he wasn't. He was running up, maybe to get something. I don't know.
He could have been getting ready to drop the doomsday bomb. Oof,
Right?
this is gonna be close. He's at half life. This is gonna be close. As you give him a passing goodbye present. As you clearly put a round in his shoulder or his butt. We'll say his butt. His infantry armor doesn't cover his ass. As you give him an ass shot. But he is still alive as you see him dive off the side of the boat. And a splash happens.
Man, he's not as badass as he thought he was, huh? Run away.
I mean, he
What
worked
a
for his coin.
disgrace. What a disgrace for a veteran.
There's a reason why he survived the wars.
Yeah.
He's a
Ran
coward.
away.
You don't have a guy
Yeah.
with a carbine, some kind of magic user you can't even see, and some creep in a gas mask, and a guy that just keeps singing, baritone on deck. That's why he said, I worked for my coin. And he's down in the drink. Okay, Mia, what are you gonna do? As the numbers have thinned on this deck real fast.
Okay, so
What's your passive perception, by the way?
mine is a 16.
Oh, you do hear some noise coming from the door here, by the way.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is I am going to hold a shot for the first person that comes out, unless it's an ally, for some freakish reason.
Okay,
Or you open the
Callus
door and
jumps in
throw a
one door
bomb
and jumps out
down.
the other.
Yeah. Yes.
Or you
Oh,
open the door
I
and
can do
throw
that?
a bomb
Sure.
down and blow up people.
No. I can't blow up the ship.
A small bomb.
Well, it's their
Oh.
electrical thing. Throw your electrical thing down there. Open the door and throw something in their face.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go over to the door. I
No
feel like
fireball.
this is how I die. I'm gonna go over to the door, open,
No
and I
catch.
hear. It sounds like people are coming up.
It definitely sounds like people are coming up, and when you throw open the door, you clearly see a
Sorry.
gentleman in a large hat who is wearing Warcaster armor and has 4 gentlemen following up behind in close succession. As the person is totally yelling at them. They have both repeater pistols at the ready, and basically the person is barking orders at them that they will not get paid if these boarders damage too much of the valuable cargo. You're getting a sense of importance coming off the person with the big hat. They're all in a very small, confined stairwell.
And that's a great place to wrap it up there.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. Please follow us on Patreon at patreon.com/CPPN to never miss a show or stream.